Some plans for season two? What are you kind of hoping for in season two?
Man, all I gotta say is for season two, bigger, badder, better. The three B's of life. And
Walked into the hospital and she wanted to jump on him and like and go animalistic. I was like, do you two know each other? Is there a flashback? Did you make an anime promise that you'd get married in 10 years?
look, unless that man lived in Kondak his entire life and knew that he was the descendant of that specific king, and they kept drilling that into him for over 5,000 years, I'm like, nah, ain't no way.
He said, I'm a child of Ymir.
No, not Ymir. Subjects of Ymir. My name is Ishmael. And
initiate the rumbling.
rumbling.
Oh boy. I'm the executive of DC, and I'm calling you to take control, see if and what your vision is. So let's see how that goes.
Hello?
Hello, is this Mr. the King in Black?
I am him.
And Sarah, you and I had a big conversation about drugs.
Hey, wait, whoa.
That's a great plug.
I ask of you, what is the Hulk? What have you become? With these hands I build, with other hands I break. I break to build anew. Have you my strength? Have you an arm like mine? Would you build or break? You are my creation. I made you the counterweight. To ask of you, are you Gabora or Gulashab? And what of Chesed? What of mercy? What will you become? For the left hand is strength, but the right hand is mercy. Prepare to enter through the green door.
Yeah, the very ending shot with her crying is the perfect ending to, I feel, probably any Marvel movie. With all of the emotions from the movie and life itself, with their montage and tribute to Chadwick.
It's our Thanksgiving theme of Make Your Case. Is turkey a must?
I would kind of say yes, because like it's synonymous with the holiday, you know. I can get like even vegans who like don't eat turkey, they'll have like a turkey substitute. They have like tofu in the shape of a turkey, which I think is an abomination in and of itself.
I think for myself, I think yes, because it's become the tradition, you know. I mean, the Pilgrims, you know, started what, 1400s, I believe.
The fact that you mentioned Pilgrims, I do want to say that Pilgrims are ops. Just that's our podcast stance on that.
Now, this man who clearly has some kind of inferiority complex or something, I don't know. Well, okay, and we need to add, like, he's like living with his mom after he got fired. Which their family has a very like Godfather-esque vibe to it. It's very weird. Yes. Anyway, so Cyril basically turns into a stalker.
Love it. And there's one thing I wanted to point out, Meech, that we talked about in the Obi-Wan episode, and I noticed there wasn't a lot of the this was a very diverse show. There wasn't a lot of backlash, cultural speaking. I'm starting to see a trend, and I don't like it, because the Dark Sister got the backlash, and then the Little Mermaid has backlash. And then when we saw Game of Thrones, the Valerians got backlash. Just know I'm watching. I see the trend that's happening.
And can we add that Cyril is basically the exact same character as as like the other sister, like for some reason can't remember what her name was. Yeah, as third sister was.
Yep.
Like he's exactly the same character traits as her. Now, of course, I'm obviously 100% against him, so because he's a trash character. But anyway, like where's the backlash against Cyril? Why is there so many people rooting for Cyril when he's so terrible, like so legitimately terrible, and has exactly the same character traits that everybody was hating on Moses for? Like, why?
I'm just saying, we see what's happening here.
We see it, and I all I know is that people were very quiet about the show, very quiet. That's all I gotta say. Oh boy, here we go. It's time. It's time for you to hear about the title that essentially encompasses my entire view of this movie. Avatar: Way of Mid. Avatar: Way of Mid. That's what this was. Because everything you mentioned was my exact problem. Everything down to the scene. It was mid. It was mid at best. Now, also another big thing is that this is a 3-hour movie that felt super long. I want to go in there and experience it. I want to have a good time.
Yes.
But I don't want it to feel as long as it does. I want it to feel like, wait, the movie over already? Hold on, it's been how long? And I went through so much, like I get that absorbed into movies, and that's what I want for a movie. This is one of those times where, like, bruh, I felt it drag. I felt my entire body just feel like, is it over?
Right when they get to the Metacaina people, the plot and the movie just slows down for me.
Yep, stall to a crawl. It's not one of those times where I'd be looking at my watch or looking at my phone to see what time it was, because of the fact that I'm that absorbed into it. This story, or what I say, this mid was pretty. As I said, like, I was not engaged whatsoever. Heck, even during the first one, I was barely in there. Keyword being barely, because I felt the Pocahontas. It's been like a few days since you just dressed up as my dead dad.
Mm-hmm.
This ain't over between us. We ain't straight.
Forever smoke.
Like, we ain't good. But of course, Jake, being the good boy and not a total menace like me, pretty much fell for it, hook, line, sinker. They end up meeting with Andy and Kyle. No, wait. Lexi and Jake end up meeting with Kyle, who knocks both of them out with some roofies, a la Bill Cosby. And then you get this crazy nun who ends up getting, I guess, initiated into the cult of Chucky.
But she was already off the rocker, be honest with you.
I mean, yeah. I mean, who else, like, sees Jesus in a pancake?
All right, what show have you watched and saw yourself on screen?
So, the last thing I watched where I was like, yep, that is me, was actually Miles Morales in just anything Spider-Man related. So, like, it was the Spider-Man show, the Into the Spider-Verse, because when I was young, I was like, yep, I was literally that as a kid. And I was that much of a guy who thought he had all the sauce and then realized he absolutely didn't. Yeah, Miles Morales was literally the last time I saw me.
For me, this is about to be savage. So Konosuba.
Oh dear Lord.
If you haven't watched the show, oh boy, Kazuma is 100% my inner self. That's the part of me that I lock away, because Kazuma is a savage, but it's like it's not a mean-spirited savagery. It's just like a, you know. Why are you looking at me like that?
Rated E for everybody.
And so just with that, we're looking forward to 2023 with all of you. So it's not goodbye forever. It's just goodbye for now. And that's the Blerd City Podcast.
See ya later. Date bayo.
Bye.